But I got one of the things I love about keeping the 100, or as I call it, the Disco Inferno show. You always love to give off about social justice warriors, and I hate those cunts. And recently, their latest target has been Quentin Tarantino.
Hmm.
So I gotta say, what do you think about the fact that now, despite the fact that he wrote things like Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill 1 and 2, Jackie Brown, that now the social justice warriors are going after him for sexism because apparently in his new film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that Wolf of Wall Street girl doesn't speak much.
Right. Well, that was, I mean, you can extrapolate that into a bigger issue, but that was news because one woman asked him the question. And maybe she represents like more people that are thinking the same way. But I didn't look at that. It was a dumb. It was a typical social justice. Like it was a typical question that an ignorant person would ask. Why did she not have? Why did you not give a female more speaking lines when she's such a great actress? It's like, I mean, like you're trying to tell the guy, like you're trying to give the guy a guideline to write to write his stories. Like there needs to be like implications, like equality in the stories now. And the women, like, well, what if she's quiet? What if what if she doesn't? What if the character doesn't talk that much? It's like, so what you do that? That's sexist to write a female character into not talking that much. Like, what if she's just a quiet person?
Yeah,
It was just so ridiculous. So some of the things that SJWs can come up with, some of the criticisms are just illogical, and it's fascinating that the opinions of these people are shared by so many. Like there's so many people that just don't have any logic in their discussions whatsoever, and they gravitate towards a belief system that does not have a lot of but doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, and I
but
think it's fascinating if you look at it really.
the thing that I found about Quentin Tarantino is that apparently he made a point of using less N word in this film.
Right.
And so the fact that he tried to say, all right, we don't have to say the N word, all right, but let's have the woman not talk, okay? And this has got now them all triggered because from not being racist, it's offensive to women.
Right. It's like I said, the positions don't really have a lot of logic in them. They're trying to make up stories where they don't really exist. You're trying to make it like what they're trying to do is they take people and they try to give an example of something that they did that will make people look at them in a negative way.
Mm.
That's what these SJWs try to do. They try to make it like, oh, Quentin Tarantino, the woman doesn't talk a lot in this movie. He must be sexist. So it's just that doesn't really jibe a lot because like there's not a lot of facts to back that up. You're trying to make like a false equivalency, like trying to take a detail in the movie and trying to extrapolate that into like meaning something like a bigger picture, like he's racist or he's sexist. It just doesn't make it. You gotta at some point when you accuse people of this, you have to show evidence to prove it.
Well,
And that's not what we don't see on social media. A lot of accusations, a lot of people agreeing with the accusations, and not a lot of time being put into proving the accusations. And then that's what you see from the social justice warriors.